Hey there friends, and welcome back to episode 13 of my Per Aspera gameplay series. I'm Icon, and today I promised you expansions, and expansions we will do. So it's not as exciting as it looks, as it sounds like in practice, but well, we're gonna work ourselves now painfully forward until we finally reached new frontiers. I gotta say, of course, you could do that with landing sites, but I don't know. I don't like that too much. I really prefer to build up my own logistics and service network, which is reliable and works out just fine. You know, it's okay, I guess I should wait until we got some power connection going here. Okay. So, but I would use the landing site functionality as soon as I guess my silicon miners are all empty. I would use it for a higher difficulty level. That's one thing. So let's check out what they're telling me. So, what's the matter, boys? Why are we displaying silicon as a situation here? Total reserves 164. Stat, so game tells me before the mines run out that the mines will run out. Good point. Finally something really positive about the okay, that sounds a little bit harsher than I mean it. The harshness in my voice or in my tone comes from all those little nitpicks I had so far with the logistics, but well, the game and me, we're growing closer each time I play. So let's see. What's the longest distance the Hyperloop could cover? So this, okay. Let's give this thing a little bit of a priority, shall we? Still hoping that technology will soon give me a step forward here. Because right now, except for expansion, I don't see too many larger goals for my game right now. Because I have little to no clue how to achieve my next terraforming goal, so I just keep researching until then. I release new CO2 into the regolith with out of the regolith with these carbonate extractors, but I have really no clue if that's working towards my goal. The O2, the total number of O2 is keeps increasing, even though I don't do anything anymore towards that goal, which is a little bit odd, but whatever. So, friends. There's this silicon mine. Okay, it's just lacking one tiny bit here. Alright. Probably gonna whip up one giant hyperloop back into the center of the base or into my food facility. I guess I should think about hyperloops heading towards production centers. That sounds like a good idea to me. All right, so I'm now able to plan my course better. So working myself towards those juicy deposits. Here we go. And the cycle continues. But I gotta say, it's really fun. The expansionistic gameplay is one of the most fun parts for me about the game. It's really cool, and the atmosphere is has stopped the many collisions of meteors here. Just realized that we have way less meteors now. So, magnetic shield, that's also pretty high tech. I mean, a lot of my goals up ahead of me are in the tiers 4 and 5. So maybe I'm actually at a pretty high level of the game of progress of the game, and my technologies are behind that. Possibly that's my whole problem. So as we see here, without hyperloops, my whole logistics would have already broken down. So, by the way, while I'm talking about it, oh, look at that! But I guess I'm gonna do one here. Even though I could stretch it way more into this direction. Or, well, no. There's really nothing here alongside this path which would, which would give me a good reason to put down a Hyperloop train stop, basically. Because if there's no reason to go, to do a stop there, why should I, you know? So that's one thing though. I want to give my spaceports a little bit of work here and unlock those sectors. I don't have a clue if that's really doing anything for me, but I feel like I want to do it and waste some materials. Well, just experimenting around with the game, and I love it. So I feel a lot better now that I know that the game will give me a warning shot before resources run out. That's really cool, gotta say, like that. Wow. Just realized that aerobrake nitrogen-rich asteroid, yeah. Just realized that this part of the colony no longer has a road access, but it doesn't need it because it has a thingy, hyperloop access. So okay, now I occupied my spaceports a moment before I unlocked the next project. Whoopsie daisy. No problem though, because I already felt like I wanted to have another spaceport anyways, so not what I wanted to do. Here. So let's feed it yet another worker hub here to just to make sure we receive all the necessary materials here. So, oh, look at that! The greenhouse gas factory is now giving me a precise readout of the number of M bar it does produce. I was complaining about that a while ago. So, cool stuff. Always love when stuff happens which I consider as a good idea. Because that means I'm not talking completely nonsensical things here. Cool, cool. Okay, so aluminum is actually running a little bit lower lately. So current production. Wait, what? So friends, why aren't we producing anything there? So anybody able to explain that to me now? You don't? Okay. So, since there's yet another aluminum deposit right next to that, I'll just check out if I'm able to do something here by... Oh. Sometimes these work orders don't get, are not being processed. It's just odd. Very, very odd it is. Okay. So, the nitrogen-rich asteroid will take a few years. Of course, of course. Okay, maybe I shouldn't focus that. Also, I realize... Seriously, friends? If I'm not prioritizing the upgrade of this electronics factory, it doesn't get done? Wow. I ordered that one last episode. And I was relying on you, robots, to get this job done. You know that old saying, if you want something to be to get done? Wow. That's atrocious, honestly. Especially considering the fact that the aluminum is available, you know. It's not like the materials are unavailable. Well, well. So I just decided to cancel one of them projects here. Bang. And instead, we're gonna start doing that space elevator. Because just like I already expected, it's going to take us 12 launches. That's why I brought up a another, what's it called again? Spaceport. Because I knew I would need it, you know. When I installed that space mirror array, I already noticed how much work there's necessary. So there's just way too much O2 here in the atmosphere. Way too much. So I guess the crater dome. Okay, the crater dome doesn't receive the necessary food to operate. So probably I should change something about that too. So that means okay, these guys have their prioritization and receive their materials somewhat reliably, but more somewhat than reliably. Oh dear. Okay. So it's not only an issue to I'm not gonna rebuild that. It's not only an issue to grind up the necessary materials, but also to deposit them where they belong. By the way, have you guys finally? Yes, you did. Bless you. Very good. Okay, maintenance facility is not operative. Did I build it outside the power range? Yeah, well. Absolutely forgivable. Okay. So turns out that's what's hindering me. Just a lack of food supply in the crater dome. Well, let's try that. I'm gonna prioritize that thing and see what that'll do. Meanwhile, way down in the southern areas, I guess now it's also a good Hyperloop moment. Yeah, we're gonna bring them up here. Awesome. Well, at least I'm grinding on something around 100 signs per month, but that's just bad. We need to amp that up. But okay, now that I've discovered the problem here, maybe it's gonna be resolved. So I want to upgrade the roads which lead to the Hyperloop. I'm actually even considering a complete own connection to the Hyperloop system. Possibly a good idea. So I'm starting to add more spaceports into that project because I'm convinced we're gonna need that. So the sector unlock is happening here. Good, good. Meanwhile, my brave little drones are taking the long journey down there. It's really brutal at this point, but also I think it's necessary. It's gonna be all fine once I connect that thing with hyperloops. Not operative, so yeah. It's a little bit of a cheesy way to do this, but I really discovered lately that this works out quite fine to just scrap and rebuild mines outside your maintenance ranges. Stuff's burning, I see, so that's the problem with the flammable atmosphere. Jeez. I'm sorry. And it doesn't stop, you know. It just doesn't stop. I really got enough chemicals at this point, so maybe it's time to re-enable the greenhouse gas factories to at least bring some greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, because these are at least neither CO2 nor O2, so they will decrease both percentages. So I guess that's gonna be a helpful thing to do. I hope, at least. Because right now the situation is a little bit problematic. There's fires everywhere, non-stop. But well, nobody said that terraforming would be an easy job. By the way, there's no need to focus the parts factory like that any longer. Also, are you guys finally working? Yeah, they are. Look at that. So all it was, for some reason they needed a few more roads, or upgraded roads, or a kick in the rear, I don't know. This game is really confusing me a lot. Alright, so look at that! They're finally doing it! Getting things done! Oh man. So, memo to me, no single colony can operate without priority assigned. It's really worth mentioning. Also, oh, goodbye water extractor. It's been my pleasure. Also, I want to, there's more carbon, because I want to check out how many carbon mines I have left. That's what I wanted. So we got 3 carbon mines left, so we don't need to acquire more of that. Because, you know, those this space elevator project, it does strain the carbon sources of the of my base a lot, but it's also so exciting. Like, seriously. The space elevator is one, well, I almost wanted to say myth, but it's, maybe myth is not that wrong, because, well, right now, it's more of a mythological thing to talk about the space elevator project, because we won't be able to do that. I listened to a person who knows physics, like some guy who studied that, and the real big issue is that we don't really have any materials which can hold the strain of pure weight, because if you imagine a rope that will dangle down from space down to Earth, well, that rope will be friggin' heavy, even if you use the lightest known materials. And to counteract this problem of weight pulling things down, it's mind-boggling. That's why it's still really, really far away from humanity's grasp, in my opinion. So, but maybe I'm wrong, and we're gonna do it soon. Maybe Elon Musk can do. Just kidding. So, I'll drop down a worker hub and a storage center. You know the drill. The usual suspects. Because we're not done yet. But I also want to plop down another array of areological scanners here. Because, you know, don't need to explain that, I guess. I mean, I have only started discovering this planet, and we're working towards some bigger clusters of ice, obviously. Nice. So yeah, here it would be beneficial to go for an extra landing site and just bank that stuff in. That would be a pretty easy way to acquire larger stockpiles of materials. Especially since I had such a shortage of water, but well. I have found different ways to alleviate the problem, so... You know, the real important thing is that you resolve your problems with the game, but well... Now that I'm thinking about it, it's quite tempting, isn't it? Yeah, let's do this. So, let's see. A new landing site! So, we're now allowed to do everything anew. Romantic, isn't it? So, we need a few things before. Does this place also feature steel? Uranium? No. Sadly not. Okay, so I need to rely on... Wait a sec. I don't, because I just have power, I guess. So with this, this would change all of my problems actually in a sweep. But first we need oh yeah, we need maintenance, and we need a carbon mine, and we need a iron mine. Because those things are just absolutely vital. Yeah, but I need the solar plants to extend my power network. That's the bigger issue here. Building power lost. Why? So it seems like these are connected after all. So let's check out what happens down here. I mean, it's a nice side project, isn't it? And we're gonna connect it with the Hyperloop network later. So, of course, glass. Pretty sure I have none stored here. So we're gonna need, if I keep going like this, we're gonna die soon. So actually, now that I think about it, it's already pretty hopeless because I have no glass, and that silicon mine. The silicon mine is powered. Okay. So I'm saved after all. But I'm building tier 1 buildings now because I don't want to overstress it, you know. Okay, so with these things done, I gotta prioritize this now. Yeah, so okay. So that's really unfortunate because the game actually does treat this as a separate power grid, if you might want to say so. But at the same time, I have little to no readout how the energy here is going to be distributed. Like how much power is in this grid. I have no clue. And I can't really find out. Yeah, this game has its kinks. But that's okay. And, okay, so another thing I just realized, there's plenty of water, so that's really good. So Hyperloops sadly need power. But nevertheless, I already want to plan this a little bit. Well, I guess we can't build it yet, but knowing that I need to reach this place will be already worth a ton. So yeah, I'll be working myself slowly towards that. Meanwhile, the space elevator project is wow, look at that. They're going nuts here. Wow, crazy. Seriously, I didn't expect that much output here. So, turns out I feel like I need another silicon mine. Always remember, keep those roads upgraded. So, what happened here? I'm out of electronics, so, needs a steel factory now, and then I need an electronics factory. But first I'll need the steel factory, because I don't want to be unable to produce steel here. So, iron. Yeah, here we go. Okay, next step, electronics factory. Alright, but everything's working out just fine. That's good. That's at least something. So, amping up the logistics of these places here. Oh, and the scanners are done. Nice. That'll help a lot. Ah, that's why how I uncovered all that stuff. I see. So, yeah, nitrogen-rich asteroid breaking doesn't really work out at all. These guys are not really receiving their necessary food either. But, well, let's just try and focus. Oops, I didn't want to focus the Hyperloop. I want to focus the... Alright. Kicking out a few unnecessary focuses and... Now then... Why is that not happening? Because the aluminum mine is not operative. Okay, so now that's gonna resolve the issue. All right. So the carbon mine is now depleted. There's more and more places coming up which are less and less needed, you know. I realized lately that I think I can just shut down a few parts of my base at this point, because we're really not needing it that much anymore. Alright, so now I'm able to focus this, and then I'm finally able to focus that, and then we're finally able to extract chemicals, and yeah. Slowly but steadily this is turning into a real base down here. Like I said, a nice little side project. I really gotta finish that maintenance facility before the planet finishes the facility here. That's another thing. But I guess we'll do fine. Alright, friends, so I'm afraid it's slowly time to put an end to today's episode again. So I thank you so much for watching. We're not really making any progress on the terraforming front so far, but well, I can't progress everywhere at once. Right now, seeing so much progress on the space elevator project is in itself already very, very exciting. So, guess next episode there's a good chance of me finishing that project, so stay tuned, my friends. And also, I think, well, I hope I'll be able to complete this cluster down here too. So yeah, so much about the future projects. And yeah, as usual, leave comments, leave likes, leave subscribes. They all help a ton to show this series to more people. If you like what you saw, I deeply appreciate your support. But most importantly, I hope you had a great time and come back soon. See you then. Bye bye.